Have you ever wondered why financial freedom feels unreachable, even when you're working hard, earning more, and trying to be responsible? Why do some people with average income sleep peacefully, while others with higher paychecks are drowning in stress, fear, and silent debt? What if freedom has nothing to do with how much you make, and everything to do with how you manage the first dollar you touch? Because real freedom doesn't start when you earn more. It starts when you learn to control what you have, today. Real freedom starts here. Are you ready? There's an uncomfortable truth most people avoid. Almost everyone is afraid of money. Even those who have it. An 80-year-old with millions in the bank lies awake afraid of losing it. A 20-year-old already $20 in debt fears they'll never escape it. Different lives, different numbers, same anxiety. How did we get here? Why is something created to serve us now dictating our emotions, our decisions, and the rhythm of our lives? Maybe because from the very beginning, society never taught us how to live with money, only how to chase it. Welcome to Financial Awakening. If you're here, part of you already senses that something about your relationship with money isn't right. You earn but don't feel safe. You save but don't feel free. You buy more, but happiness never seems to arrive with the receipt. That uneasiness isn't failure, it's a signal. A call to stop running blindly and start understanding. A call to build a new roadmap instead of inheriting the old one. Pause for a moment. Think of every financial decision you've made from fear instead of clarity. Every purchase made to quiet an emotion. Every time you worked not for purpose, but to protect your image. How many more years will slip by before you finally question the system you were taught to obey? If you keep walking this path without shifting direction, you already know where it leads. A life where enough never arrives. No matter how much you earn. Don't click away. Just a few minutes from now, something might shift. I'm not promising miracles. I'm promising a new lens, and sometimes that's all it takes to change the outcome. If this resonates, subscribe to Financial Awakening so we can continue this journey together. Before we continue, answer this in the comments. Are you managing your money? Or is your money managing you? We grow up in a world that teaches us to measure our worth in numbers. How much we earn. How much we own. How much we can prove. No one explains the invisible cost behind that pursuit. Some pay with their youth, trading dreams for stability. Some pay with their health, losing sleep and peace of mind. Others pay with their future, stuck in debt before they even know what financial independence means. And the cruelest part is this. Most of us lose money not because we don't earn enough, but because we were never taught how not to lose it. Pain comes from the fact that financial freedom doesn't begin with earning more, it begins with stopping the financial bleeding. It begins with learning to manage our emotions before we manage our income. Because if the mind is not free, no amount of money can save it. If fear is still in control, more income only means a more expensive prison. If nothing changes, your raise will disappear as fast as your first paycheck did. A better job will not fix emotional spending. A higher income will not heal a survival mindset. The future will not open for someone who keeps repeating yesterday's habits. You cannot build a different life with the same thinking that built the old one. So ask yourself, are you working for the future? Or just patching the present? Are you building a foundation? Or avoiding collapse? Are you seeking freedom? Or just escaping fear? Financial freedom is not about having a lot. It's about not being controlled. It starts with the moment you face the truth and decide to lead your money instead of letting it lead you. No rescue is coming. No miracle will show up. But an opportunity exists, inside you, if you're willing to confront the patterns that have silently shaped your financial life. This is where we face what most people avoid. Financial collapse rarely comes from one big mistake. It comes from 1,000 tiny decisions repeated daily. A coffee you deserve. A sale you can't miss. A swipe of the card you'll figure out later. These small leaks are invisible at first. By the time you notice, the ship has already begun to sink. Most people aren't broke because they don't earn money. They're broke because money doesn't stay long enough to transform their life. Income opens the door, but emotional discipline and spending awareness are the keys that let you step inside. Without those keys, you stand outside your own future. Emotions drive our spending more than logic ever does. Exhausted? Spend to feel better. Insecure? Spend to look successful. Lonely? Spend to feel seen. But when the receipt fades and the purchase sits on a shelf, the feelings remain. Spending to heal emotions is like drinking salt water to cure thirst. The more you drink, the thirstier you become. But here is the turning point. You don't need to master finance today. You just need to stop self-damage. You don't need to know every investment strategy. You just need to stop letting money leak out unconsciously. Progress isn't perfection, it's awareness. Start with one question. Does this decision bring me closer to freedom or closer to fear? Not, can I afford this? But, is it worth my future? Every spending choice is a contract with the person you are becoming. And freedom isn't created by money. It's created by options, and options appear only when you are no longer cornered by emotional spending. When you master the small choices, you quietly reshape your entire financial destiny. This is the stage where most people fall into the trap. They want to change their financial life. But the first thing they chase is investing. They search for shortcuts. Ask, what should I buy to get rich fast? While the foundation beneath their feet is cracking. You can't build a penthouse on unstable ground. One unexpected event and everything collapses. Financial freedom isn't built by rushing, it's built by structure, discipline, and resilience. You can't invest if you don't know where you stand. You can't move forward if you borrow just to survive the month. You can't think about growth if your present is drowning in debt. You can't win from opportunity if you enter the market without protection. Start with the basics. An emergency fund of 3 to 6 months. Liquid savings accessible within 24 to 48 hours. Reduce debt exposure. And eliminate high-interest liabilities first. This isn't just money. It's oxygen. It's space to breathe. It's the shield that keeps one accident, one lost job, or one market downturn from destroying your future. This isn't a call to live a deprived life. It's a warning. If you don't build your own protection, the world will teach you with consequences. One hospital bill, one job loss, one wrong investment, and those who are unprepared always pay more than those who plan. When the foundation is solid, when you know your baseline, your safety, your investable surplus, every dollar you invest gains weight. You stop gambling and start building. Investing becomes a tool, not a wish. It becomes how you turn time into assets, knowledge into income, discipline into freedom. Financial freedom isn't earned by winning fast. It's earned by refusing to lose in ways that break you. At this stage, what you need is no longer more information, but a system that actually lives with you. Shaped by awareness and discipline. Money is not just currency. It is life energy. It is years of your existence translated into numbers. When you see it that way, everything about the way you handle money changes. Financial freedom stops being a dream and becomes a roadmap, one you can walk. Step by step, with clarity. To walk that path, you need a new blueprint. One that breaks away from the consumer narrative that more ownership equals more happiness. Because the truth is paradoxical. The more we own, the more we fear losing. The more we chase, the emptier we feel. We are not missing money. We are missing enough. Enough is not scarcity. It is sovereignty. It is the moment you stop being controlled by what you don't have and start directing what you do have. It's where spending less does not mean living less, it means spending consciously. Living fully, and no longer abandoning your future for the sake of momentary relief. And once you build that mindset, your financial structure changes. Emergency funds become protection, not sacrifice. Investments become tools, not lottery tickets. Income becomes layered, active and passive working together. Life becomes something you participate in, not something that happens to you. Financial freedom is not retiring early. It's reclaiming the right to choose. Not wealth without fear, but wealth without submission. Not comfort without effort, but peace with structure. Sometimes, you don't need to win big to change your life. You just need to stop losing in the ways that break you. In the end, personal finance is not a race, it is a process of becoming. We start with fear and confusion, but step by step, awareness, structure, protection, growth, we reclaim our power. Money alone doesn't create freedom, clarity, discipline, and alignment do. Core lesson. Financial freedom begins the moment you realize that control matters more than income. And systems matter more than motivation. Apply today. Define your next 1 to 3 year goal. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Eliminate harmful debt step by step. Invest small, consistently, instead of waiting for the perfect moment. Question for you. What is the first action you will take to change your financial future starting today? Comment your answer below. Your perspective may inspire someone else. If this message resonated with you, please subscribe to Financial Awakening so we can continue creating meaningful content together.